What's going on, guys? This is EK1 Gaming here, and today's video we're going to be looking at the best accessories if you are on a budget. Now, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about accessories is price. Now, I'm one of those people that if I can get something at a budget, I will definitely try and do so. In terms of quality, I also want the best quality product for the price, okay? So it's not just about finding a budget priced item with bad quality. You want to get the best thing for your money. It's value for money. Everybody wants to get it. Now, one of the products that Gioteck has sent me is a controller. Now, this is a wired controller, and it's the VX4 Premium wired controller. This retails at $19.99, so it's not that expensive. It actually is around probably more than half the price of a standard PS4 controller or Xbox controller. This controller, as you can see, actually has the PS4 layout. Now, they do other controllers, one of which we will show you in another clip in a moment. But let's concentrate on this actual controller first. Now, some positives about the controller is quick fire triggers. So the triggers are actually quick fire. They're really loose. They feel so soft to touch, and they actually flick up and have a design where it kind of fits your finger very well. The second thing is it has a 3.5mm headphone or microphone jack on the bottom, so you can link in any headset with that connector and be able to talk and communicate with your friends. Now, the feel of the controller itself feels good. It fits your hand just like a PlayStation controller, especially if you play claw or, however you want to play or hold your controller. It fits nice. One thing is it doesn't feel as solid as an original PlayStation controller, but for under half the price, I'm not really expecting it to have that bulkiness and that feel. Now, in terms of gameplay, the pad actually works as planned. There's no delay in reaction. It's just pretty much the same as a PS controller. When you press a button, it activates and does it. So there's no kind of lag or input lag when it comes to clicking buttons or actually playing with the controller. It's comfortable, as I say. The buttons are PlayStation layout. They work fine, including the middle D-pad. Works perfectly. Everything about the controller is actually good. It even has the share option and the options button here. Now, I used this control pad for around 2 weeks, and I've got to say I enjoyed using it. The hands do get a little bit sweaty because it's pure plastic, so you get kind of sweaty hands, and it starts to get a bit annoying after a little while, but you can simply just wipe off because it's just like a soft plastic material. Now, there is a couple of things that I would improve on this controller. I'm not going to do a review where I'm just telling you this is the best controller in the world. I'm always honest with my reviews, and there is a couple of points that I would like to see improved maybe on a future controller. One of those points is the cable. The cable is stuck into the controller. I know it's a wired controller. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it's a wired controller, but I'd still like the option to be able to actually remove the wire, even if that's just for storage, because for me, I don't like wires at all. So personally, I would probably opt for the wireless versions of these controllers. However, I'd just like to be able to remove that. Simply, that's it. And then I would make the wire itself braided, because the wire currently at the moment is the standard wire, which can get frayed, get pulled. And the issue is not being able to remove the wire. Over time, if you're not looking after it, you're pulling it a lot, it will start to come away. I don't know if you guys remember the old PlayStation 1 controllers. That was a big thing, especially people that wrap their controller like this. It strains the actual wire, and then it will start to fray and come away, and you'll have loose connections on your controller. So I'd love to have seen that be implemented at least in the next version of the controller. Also, I would love for them to make it a bit more weighty. It might just be my preference on this, because I know people do like very light things, but this is so light, it almost feels like there's hardly anything inside. If you like a light control pad, this is definitely the one for you. I know like controllers like Narcon, they have the weights you can put in, but this just really doesn't have any weight really to it. So it's kind of like flimsy in your hand, but it doesn't feel flimsy when you're using it. It's a very complicated thing I'm trying to say, but just a bit more bulk to it, you know, a bit more weight to it to make it feel like it's in my hand. Now that's it for the VX4. You can get this Argos Amazon game. I'll leave an Amazon link in the description below for this controller. And we'll move on to the next one. Now let's go on to the next product, again sent to me by Gioteck. And this is the WX4. So this is kind of just a updated or separate version to the controller we just looked at. However, this has one slight difference. This is the Xbox layout. So it's not the standard PlayStation layout of a controller. This one is actually the Xbox layout. The other difference in this one is wireless. So to have a wireless controller, for me, is the best kind of controller to get. If you're doing serious competitive gameplay, you might disagree and you want a wired controller to save any kind of input lag. However, for me, I hate wires, so wireless all the way. Now, one thing about this is it got LEDs for the feedback. So it's LED feedback. You'll be able to see the LEDs there. So you've got that when you're trying to connect it up or pair it up via Bluetooth, or you can just simply plug it in using the USB. It has motion and vibration support. Again, the triggers are very good, you know, for kind of first-person shooters or any kind of shooting game where you have to use the triggers. It's almost like not far off a hair trigger. If you actually press it, it's not far off a hair trigger. This controller works on Switch, PC, and PS3. I don't know why we would use it on a PS3 now, but if you've got a PS3 and you want to use a controller, this is definitely good. The value of this controller is around £24.99, Great British pounds. It might be different in different countries, so any of these prices, please, I will put them in the description below with links to USA and to the UK. So £24.99 to me is a good value for a controller, especially a wireless controller, which seems to actually work very, very well. This surprised me in many ways when I was using this. And we gave this around a week of gameplay on the Switch and also on the PC. So I've been playing Streets of Rage, as you know, and I actually got involved in completing Streets of Rage on the highest level using this controller. And that's not saying I did it because I used the controller, but it just goes to show that there's no kind of input lag. There wasn't any issues of buttons not working, or I actually held this controller for a couple of hours and it felt comfortable. This one actually feels a lot better than the previous controller we just looked at, by the fact that at the back here it's kind of like a material that's kind of grippy, so it feels better in your hand. And also, personally, I think the Xbox controller always kind of felt a little bit better. If we just compare the two, we have an Xbox controller here, which is the Xbox Sport, and then we have the Gioteck controller right here. As you can see, there's not much difference in them. The Xbox controller is a lot heavier and a lot more bulky. This seems to just fit nice in your hand, no matter, again, what kind of play that you use, like whether you use claw style or actual standard, just holding the controller how you want. Again, you know, the improvements for this controller is the weight issue. A little bit more weight would be good for me. I don't know if that's because I just like a bit more of a weighted controller, but again, it's personal preference. I would like to see more designs, because I've seen this controller in black, and then I've seen it in this design, which is kind of like, is it urban camo, maybe? I want to say urban camo. Correct me if I'm wrong in the description, in the comment section below. I'm not sure if it's urban camo or something like that. But I'd like to see different designs, you know, have a range of different colors and designs. I couldn't find that many different alternatives to it, but it would be pretty cool if you did. And then one big thing for this, I suppose it is a big thing, but it's not a big thing, because there's a way that you don't have to use it. But there's no headphone jack on this controller. Now, I'm assuming that's because it is used for PC and Switch. PS3, okay, we'll put that to the side because I don't think anyone will use this for PS3. But PC and Switch, obviously for PC, you're going to plug straight into your PC. Switch, you'll plug straight into your Switch. I would like it if there was a jack there, just because I think if you plug this controller in, it possibly works on the Xbox. However, there's no headphones, so you can't really speak to anybody. So I don't know. I may be wrong wanting a headphone jack on here. But hey, for PC Switch, it's fine because you just plug straightly into your device and it will work that way. But guys, this controller I strongly recommend. Definitely recommend this controller. And let's go on now to a headset. Now we're going to take a look at the headset. Again, Gioteck sent me this headset. But I've got to say, even though Gioteck have sent me all of these products, they haven't sent them me for me just to give them a good review. They actually wanted me to test them and to give my honest feedback, which I will 100% do all of the time. So this is the TX50 headset. It's a wired headset, as you can see. And this headset I was using for a while on Xbox, and I also used it slightly on the PlayStation 4. I did use it as well on the Switch, but only as, of course, headphones rather than the mic. Now, going straight off the bat, it feels good. It's like a rubbery kind of feel. It's not that horrible plastic. It feels soft, and it's very, like, rubbery. One thing on this one is the microphone is fully adjustable. I mean, you can tie it. You can pretty much tie it in a knot if you like. It's very, very adjustable on the microphone. The headset adjusts as a normal headset does, in and out, both sides. It also has the ear cups. They are the kind of foam ear cups. Underneath the ear cups is just like a leather strip. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty good. It feels comfortable when you put the headset on. It fits just nicely over your ears. It doesn't leave any kind of ears hanging out, or it's not going to hurt your ears. I played on the Xbox for around, I think, 4 or 5 hours using this headset, and I didn't have any issues with any kind of pain in my ear or etc. And I've got to say, when I was using this headset, not one person in the party chat realized that I had changed from my current headset to this headset in terms of sound quality. Now, I did hear a little bit of a difference in the sound quality coming in. However, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It just sounded a little less clear than the Astros that I'm used to using. However, these come in at $29.99. The Astros that I have are $349.99. So there's a massive difference there. However, the sound quality wasn't that much different for it to make a big impact at all. The game sound came through very nice. The footsteps on the Battle Royale games was coming through just as it was. You know, if someone was on my right, it was coming out of the right ear, coming out of the left ear if they were on the left, and a bit of a surround as well. Now, it's adjustable, as I say. It has the controller, which you can actually pin to your clothing if you like. And one thing, it's got a big green thing and red thing, mute and unmute. So if you mute it, it's green. Red. If you unmute it, it goes back to green. Simple as that. On there as well is the volume control. So it's just a little coggle that you just up and down, and that's it, basically. The wire, however, does feel a little bit like it's going to break. But I don't know if that's because it's like a flat wire. It's not like a rounded wire. It's very flat. I kind of like it, but it does feel like if I pulled it too hard, it would just snap off. Or if I got it caught, maybe I forgot to take my headset off and I went to walk off, it would probably snap. But I don't know. I'm not going to judge on that. I don't know how kind of sturdy that is. Now, I do like the design on the top. It's got Gioteck written on the top, just like kind of the Astros have the top band where you can actually interchange it. This one is not interchangeable, and nothing on this headset is interchangeable. Now this works with PS4, Xbox, PC, mobile, Switch, anything you can plug a headset into. Okay, and the sound quality is fantastic. Now, things I would improve about this headset are the ear cups. For one, I like a leather ear cup. I don't know why I like it to be leather. I would love for that to be interchangeable for me to be able to put leather on, but it's not, unfortunately. I would also like to see a wireless option. We don't have the wireless ones here. They never sent any wireless ones out. But I would love to see these wireless because I really think that they're comfortable. And the most important thing for me when it comes to a gaming headset is being comfortable wearing the headset for prolonged periods of time. Because as you know, as a gamer or as a content creator, you pretty much always wear your headset. Now on PC, when I'm playing on PC, I do not wear a headset. For the pure fact is I don't want the pain for doing that sort of 8, 10, 12 hours a day and then having to play again afterwards with your friends using a headset as well. So I don't use a headset on PC simply for the fact I don't want to wear one all day. Now, another thing I would change is the design. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, how is he talking about design? He doesn't know anything about design. Well, with design, I just mean basically I would like to see some different colours. Something different. The black and the orange doesn't really fit with anything else that I own. Like, it doesn't go with anything. You could just go all black, black and white. Maybe something like that would be better than this orange colour. I don't know where the orange colour comes into it. It's not a nice colour. I think it looks a bit horrible, if I'm saying, just for the colour. The quality of the headset is perfect. It's just the colour I don't like. Maybe stick some RGBs on there on the wireless option. You know, put the Gioteck symbol here. Have RGB or something just to bring it out, and maybe get rid of the orange. I don't know. Maybe I hate orange. I don't know. But guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. As I say, this is not a sponsored video by Gioteck. It's not sponsored by any of the products you've seen. This is just an honest review from me to you guys to save you some money. I would strongly recommend all 3 of these products if you're looking for budget products. Of course, if you're not looking for budget and you have the money to go and buy an Astro A50 headset, of course you're going to see that slight improvement in quality, design, etc. But for budget, 100% go for Gioteck. They have other options as well on their website. I'll link their website in the description below as well. Go and check them out. Have a look. Get yourself some budget items and make them work for you, because it's about what's comfortable for you, not about what it looks like sometimes, but we just take that for granted. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the like button. If you've got any questions about any of the products, hit it in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're going to be bringing you some more review videos, as well as, of course, my standard videos that are on gaming and streaming. By the way, guys, I stream 6 days per week, 2 p.m. GMT on twitch.tv/EK1Gaming. And then 7 p.m. GMT on YouTube, where you'll be watching this video. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's go!